You're watching UAE versus King Power. Enjoy it live on Kadri TV.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome all our online viewers to this league game of League A of British Open Championship 2023. So today we have UAE playing King Power here at the picturesque Manor Farm. Players just warming up now. See there the two Padres, Lola Castagnoli and Lucas Monteverde. We have two sons out there today for UAE. Jacinto Crotto in the background as well. Of course, Lucas and Lolo. Big playing history together. So, crunch time game. UAE have won their last two games. They beat Black Bears the first game 12-7. Also beat Monterosso quite convincingly the other day. And King Power, crunch time for them. Lost one, 1-1. Lost against Park Place 10-12. And beat Monterosso in a thrilling game in the last 30 seconds, 15-14. So very much all to play for in this game today. We're getting down to the crunch time of the tournament when we start to find out if teams will be knocked out or kept from the tournament. So big stuff happening today here at Manor Farm. So, kick-off rolling, due to start in 5 minutes' time. I'll surely introduce the players. There again is Lucas Monteverde. Absolute legend of the sport. Winning countless Opens with Laudolfina. So, umpires today, I believe we have Jason Dixon, Howard Smith, and third man Tim Bowen. We have the top goal scorers, Pablo McDonough. Made his way to the top yesterday. I think he scored 12 goals in the game yesterday against Greengate. So Pablo McDonough with 30 goals. At 2, Sabah Set with 29 goals. In third place, Fran Elizalde with 21 goals. Fourth place, Hector Castagnoli with 20 goals. And fifth place, Diego Kavanagh with 19 goals. So Pablo up at the top at the moment. Scoring 12 goals yesterday. I think 5 out of 6 penalties, from what I understand as well. So please do follow our online presence, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at PoloLineOK. So the teams. So UAE playing King Power. Up for front for UAE of 0 goals. We have Kaylee Maria Smith replacing her Royal Highness Sheikha Maitia. At 2 of 6 goals, Luquine Monteverde. At 3 of 9 goals, Barto Castagnoli. And at the back, playing with 7 goals, Tommy Beresford. For King Power, we have up front, top of 0 goals. Playing at 2 of 6 goals, Manu Elizalde. At 3 in the engine room, Nico Perez of 9 goals. And at the back, Geronimo Del Carril of 7 goals. Of course, this King Power is a new formation again due to unfortunate injury of Gonzalo Perez, who I believe hurt his riding muscle, so they went back to the team they played in the Queen's Cup. And of course, sidelining Gonzalo and William Harper with this new setup with Geronimo and Manu Elizalde. So seconds till we get going here. So the umpires, Jason Dixon and Howard Smith. Jason Dixon umpired more games and we've had hot dinners. Knows how to keep keep the players under control when they get a bit rowdy. It's an emotional sport after all. So just recapping what I said before, UAE have had 2 wins in this League A. And King Power 1 win, 1 loss. So really is an important game for King Power. And of course UAE will be wanting to win this game as well to make sure they get the best seeding they can. But it'll be very interesting to see how things unfold. I believe the last league games are on Wednesday. And we'll see if we need to have a situation with a penalty shootout for other teams. See who gets into the quarterfinals of this incredibly tightly contested Gold Cup. I mean, these games just are so tight, always hard to pick a winner. Every operation just seems to be investing so much in their horses, and we're certainly seeing dividend of that out on the field today. So of course we have a few more games online today. At 2 p.m. we have Park Place playing Monterosso, and then at 4 p.m. we have 12 Oaks playing Park Place Vara. So we have a smorgasbord of polo today. Right, so a few horses out there. I can see Lukeen on Lady. Kaylee Smith on Mercury. It looks like Hero's out on a mare called Pina, but Grey. We'll see him doing a bit of work on that one. So, 6 chuckers. This game will be this League A of the Gold Cup British Open, played here at Manor Farm in the picturesque Sussex countryside. So players just becoming acquainted, shaking hands. Here's Kaylee Smith.
Nico and Tommy.
Doing a great job subbing for Shaker Mayfair. Fitting into this team very well. I believe she's worked with a UAE operation for organisation for a few days. She's out there on a mare called Mercury. So overcast day here today at Manor Farm. And right, players lining up now. Howard Smith just wanting a nice even line. He throws the ball in. Right, so ball in play now. Looks like it's out in front of a liner, and it is Beresford. Beresford quick to jump on that loose ball. He appeals for it, but no. Geronimo Del Creel picking up that loose ball at the back. Hero bringing it forward, looking at his options here. Hero just sent a short pass. Has he found Elizalde? Yes, he has. No. Finding Nico Perez. Nico now coming closer and closer to 60. Nico opens up his shoulders, has a shot at goal. Is it looking good? Manuel Elizalde doing the work on Beresford, gets a flick on the near side, but just pushes it out to the right hand side. So Beresford bringing the ball off the back line, finding Castanola. Barto bringing the ball forward where Geronimo Del Creel putting the pressure on, but inside there's 60. Barto now checking out Beresford, going up for a pass, but Barto opts to go himself, going out to the left. No, gets an unfortunate bounce, but Monteverdi's in there. Lukeen bringing the ball forward now, looking to get the hook there, but a bit of a strange play, and the whistle goes. So 5B awarded to UAE. Looks like Geronimo Del Creel just coming under the stick. Monteverdi. So 5B halfway hit. Beresford coming around to take it. Tommy Beresford just made captain of the England team for the Coronation Cup. Beresford gets a good strike down the field, look at that, drops in kindly into his 60 there, but Pires at the back, backhand attempt, comes off a horse. Now we have Manuel Zeldi coming round, Luquin Monteverdi though, pinching the ball away from Monteverdi, little flick under his horse's nose and hits the flag of a post and pushed out to the left. Nice attacking play there. So here we have Monteverdi just doing the little dummy and getting a flick there, and we can just see it just flicking away from the flag there. So Del Carril now bringing the ball forward. Hero on a mare called Pina sends a pass up to Nico Pires. Pires taking on Beresford. Pires does a little show and go on Beresford. Now it is Nico. Nico bringing it forward here. Nico leaving it behind. Beresford picking up the loose ball. Tommy Beresford just checking up. Going around now. Beresford opening up his shoulder. Sends a nice drive down, and Luquin Monteverdi finding himself in a bit of space here. Luquin, green grass in front of him. What's he going to do? Luquin tapping it now. Elizalde putting the pressure on Luquin. Still possession of the ball. Elizalde saving it off the back line, but doesn't get enough stick on it. And that will open the account for UAE. Look at that, like Luquin just finding himself in a beautiful bit of space there. Luckily, Elizalde didn't actually get a touch on that ball.
16, 17, 18.
So players back up a little middle now. So ball out in front of the line. Look at Kaylee Smith doing Paolo working top there, being very disciplined on a mare called Lovelocks Mercury. So, back to the play. Del Carril, backhand. Pires finding himself in a bit of space. Look at that. Top taking Kaylee Smith out of it. Pires with all the time in the world. He brings it in 70 yards out. Nico Pires now looking to chuck up his mare. He's 30 yards. What's he going to do here? Pires! And pokes it through. Look at that. So, quick reply to a UAE goal from Nico Pires.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
So players lining back up at middle now. Monteverdi picking up the ball. Luquin checking up going side. Kaylee Smith doing the work on Del Carril there. Now Barto finding himself with the ball nicely. Barto on a horse called Federico. Barto bringing it forward. Pires putting the pressure on Castanola. Barto still with possession of the ball. Monteverdi taking a player out of the situation for him. So Monteverdi with a shot at goal. No, so apologies. Castanola with a shot at goal, but it looks like it's going to go unkindly over the back line. So, Del Carril sending the ball out to Pires. Pires called off by Elizalde. Now Beresford pushing hard on Elizalde there. Elizalde cool under pressure. Looking to find Pires, and Pires finds himself in a nice bit of space, but the whistle goes from the umpires. We're not happy with that, and all players seem quite confused. So what have we got here on the action replay? Sends a pass up to Pires there. So Tommy Beresford is having some quiet words there. Jason Dixon trying to get to the bottom of what that foul could have been. So umpires just conferring with the third man to see what is happening here. There's Lolo and Lucas there. Said before, played a lot together. Now they're more into breeding polo players, those two. And they're doing a hell of a job, I must say. So, umpires have awarded a penalty for 60-yard hit. Nico Pires coming around to take this. Pires, a renowned striker of the ball. So Pires here with a 60-yard penalty. Of course, Nico knows his ground well. He's been based here. He is when playing for Scone. So Nico has a good shot on the ball there, but how is the direction? No, just pokes it out to the right-hand side of the post there. So serve relief for the UAE team. So Beresford off the back line, finding Monteverdi. Lukine sending a pass up to Castanola. Castanola gathering up that ball on the boards there. Barto now coming forward. Barto with possession of it now. Barto just looking to get past Pires there. They've done a good bit of attacking work here. Beautiful set play from Castanola. Castanola picking up the bouncing ball, getting a slip on Dale Creel. Castanola now hooked out of it. No, gets a nice open back, and Monteverdi will finish it off. But it's pushed out to the left-hand side of the post. Beautiful set play there from UAE. Castanola putting the work in. So, hit into King Power. That was cool play. Hero bringing the ball off the back line here. We're just starting to get a bit of rain here on Manor Farm. Lucky we're in the comfort of the Polo Line TV studio. So, back to the action. Elizalde taking on Beresford, gets a good attempt at goal there, but Beresford looks to shut the gate. Barto now going back in defence, looking over his shoulders here. Barto, Pires putting the pressure on, open backhand from Castanola, finding Monteverdi. Monteverdi, big bump from Dale Creel. Dale Creel now switching to the near side, taking it round. Now it is Elizalde. Elizalde flicking the ball around there. Beresford in there, digging like a demented mole. Now we have Elizalde coming away with the ball. Dale Creel getting hold of it. This is grubby stuff, but could pay dividend for the King Power team. Now Nico gathers up the ball at the back. Knows he can't hit a horse, he brings it out to the left, finding himself in a nice bit of space. Pierres, Nico, cut shot attempt at goal, it's a worm burner. Will Dale Creel get onto the end of this one? No, Beresford flicks it away. Apologies, Castanola flicking it away there. Now Barto in the closing seconds of his first chukker. And what a chukker it's been. Barto now looking to turn around. Barto turning their defence into attack here. Going in field there. Elizalde goes for a flick away. Now it is Barto still with the ball. Barto sends one up to Beresford. Beresford finding himself in a bit of space. Tommy Beresford on the attack here. There goes the bell, it's 30 seconds left. Beresford picking up a bouncing ball. No, leaving it behind. Pires with Dale Creel. Pires now bringing the ball around. There must be about 10 seconds left in this chukker. Dale Creel goes for a big shot, but leaves it behind. Now it's Elizalde. Elizalde there. Beresford going for the appeal, and the whistle goes, ending the first chukker. So Beresford, quick turnaround here, and looks like Elizalde just sneaks across the line, and the whistle went. So what a first chukker it's been. 1 goal apiece. You couldn't call it.
Playing against Monterosso, it was obviously really, really tough. We started and it's, you know, everyone has everything to lose, so both teams came out really, really hard. Yeah, they're a great side, and luckily we managed to come out with the win. It was tough. I feel it's an incredible feeling. Obviously, we're nowhere near done yet. There's another 2 really tough games that are coming up, but obviously after a win you feel amazing. We had the first win against Black Bears, which was also ridiculously tough, and this was also tough, but coming off of the pitch with a win, there's no better feeling. Playing as a sub for Maytha is incredible. I've been here for the last year. I've been able to be with the team for the last year, and I've learned so much. I feel so lucky to be in a position like this and just learning so much, and it's not something that happens to everyone. At the minute I'm not playing any of the ladies. I'm just focusing on this. Obviously Maytha's not playing the ladies, but I'm gonna stay focusing on this until Maytha's back on, and they have another substitute for the ladies team, so we can both focus on each team separately.
You're watching UAE. Versus King Power, enjoyed it live on Kadri TV.
Right, so back to the action here at Manor Farm. There's Corinne Ricard, of course, won the Queen's Cup after a 12-year campaign. And their teammates there, Kaku Araja, Pluto Perez, and Ali Muzio. So, we'll see what they do here. So it looks like the umpires have awarded a penalty in nice and close. Hard to see from the inside the studio here, but looks to be a penalty to 30-yard hit. And Beresford coming around to take this. Tommy Beresford, so puts that straight through the middle. So 1-from-1 penalties. Tommy riding a horse called Pina. Looks like Elizalde's out there on a horse, Lovelock's Terrymore. Terrymore, the Hanbury's racehorse stud in Ireland. Not only polo but racing too, so Beresford on Pina. Nice open backhand, finding Castanola. Barter now looking to get the jump there, but Del Cruel just managed to get a bit of wood on it. Elizalde on Lovelock's Terrymore, leaving it for Perez. Perez now bringing the ball up the field there, looking for Del Cruel. Geronimo finding a bit of space there, but Beresford cuts the play in half. Big backhand there by Beresford. Has he found Monteverdi? Monteverdi taking the man out of situation for Castanola. Castanola looking to get the jump on Elizalde. Now it's Barto out in front. Nico going to the Shillelagh. Barto still in possession there. Just leaves it behind. Lukin coming past. Flicks it on the near side, but Geronimo Del Cruel picking that ball up nicely. Hero now looking for Pierres. Pierres going up full pass. Hero just taking his time here, looking to see how things unfold. Sends a nice neck shot out to the left, and who's on the fly here? Looks like it's Elizalde on Lovelock's Terrymore, but open backhand there. Finding Monteverdi, Lukin on Odysseia. Horse there, but Barto coming in, taking the ball away. Barto on a horse called Lollipop. Barto, nice shot at goal. Oh my word, could this be? It's too good to be true. No, it's not. Barto from 90 yards out with the cut shot. Oh my word, I've seen it all now. Look at this. Beautiful strike on the ball. Should have got 2 points for that, not 1. Barto on Lollipop. So UAE leading 3-1 here in this second chukker. And Howard Smith just looking to get a shoe off the field. Look at that.
Guys, on your side.
So, ball back in play now, and it comes out the front of the line out. Looks like it is. Beresford looking to find it from Elizalde, but Elizalde leaving it behind. Now it's Lukin Monteverdi. Monteverdi looking to find Beresford. Nice little under the neck shot there from Monteverdi. Beresford on the attack here for UAE. Tommy, about 30 yards out, just got to flick it under his horse's nose. Now Lukin coming forward on the near side. Look at this. That is liquid polo, ladies and gentlemen. Beresford just didn't get the shot he's after, but Monteverdi, quick as you like, putting it straight through. So Lukin Monteverdi, 2 goals today.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
forward here for UAE. Tommy just picking it up. Tommy riding a horse called Pina, but it's Nico Perez jumping on that loose ball there. Nico looking to bring it upfield. Beresford putting a pressure on. It looks like they cancel each other out. Now it's Hero bringing the ball out to the left here. Hero asks for a pass and Perez finding himself in a nice bit of space. Nico looking to take on Castagnolo. Ball up in the air. Not a problem for him though. Nico coming forward here. 70 yards out. Nico just looking for a bit of a chance. Nico bringing it out to the out to the right. Big neck shot from Perez. And it's out to the left-hand side. So, umpire's calling play. And it's Castagnolo. Barto bringing the ball forward. 3 minutes left in the second chukker. UAE with a convincing lead, 4-1. Look at Kaylee Ellis there, taking Geronimo out of play. Now she goes up for a pass. Lukin leaving it for Barto. And Beresford. Barto now coming forward. Barto releases the ball. Look at Kaylee Ellis. It's her birthday. She's found herself in front with the ball. Kaylee Ellis, nice approach shot. She's 60 yards out. Kaylee, next shot at goal. Look at this. Just shaving the side of a post there. Great to see all players getting utilised out here today. What a job Kaylee Ellis is doing replacing Shaker Mayfair. So, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second chukker. And we have Geronimo sending it up to Perez, but Barris just getting a knock to a shoulder there. So, we'll have a bit of a break into play. Poor Tommy. Hopefully he just got a bit of flesh and not bone, but he's going to jump off to check if he's okay. Beresford becoming a bit of a part of the furniture at UAE now. I believe this is his 3rd season with them. Of course, they won the Queen's Cup 2 or so years ago. So Beresford just looking to get himself checked out. So just to remind you guys to tune in. Park Place playing Monterosso at 2 p.m. And then at 4 p.m. 12 Oaks playing Park Place Vara. It's a very, very important game to do. Right, so Beresford getting back on his horse. Good to see. They breed him tough in Ireland and Chile. So Beresford actually hopping on a horse called Kenya. It's been a long campaign in gelding of Beresford's. Saw his father earlier, Charles Beresford, hobbling around in the crowd. If that was Charles, he wouldn't have played the game, but Tommy a bit tougher than his old man. So, players now opting to line up where the play was broken. And umpire Jason Dixon just giving him the lay of the land. So ball in play now. And it is Elizalde picking it up, flicking it over to Geronimo Del Creel. Del Creel just bringing it forward there, but Barto digging hard to get the ball. Now it's Geronimo Del Creel finding Perez. Perez on the defensive play for UAE for King Power. Nico Getting beaten out by Castagnolo. Castagnolo looking for Beresford. Monteverdi calling Beresford off at Lukin inside the 30-yard line. This is when he's deadly. Lukin just out the back of Geronimo Del Cruz' horse, but Geronimo coming away with the ball. Beresford goes for the steal on the near side there. But Pierres. Nico looking to pick up that loose ball. Nico looking to be on a horse. Perhaps it could be Casola, which he bought from legendary Jim Gilmore. So, we have Del Cruz out on the boards there, leaving it for Pierres. Pierres now bringing it forward, but no, it comes off a horse. But it's Elizalde going back in defence. Finding Del Cruz. Del Cruz just looking to bring this one around. Look for a bit of space here in the closing minute of his second chukker. So Geronimo sends the ball up the field. Has he found Pierres? Pierres getting a slipper's man. Nico, open back and attempt at goal, but looks like it's got to drift over the back line. So hit into UAE. So Beresford, riding Kenya, also believes by horse Clark, son of Claret. So Castagnolo out on the boards there now. Barto looking to release the ball, but Top doing a great job putting a pressure on Barto, and look at that. Top now going to Barto, look at this, giving Geronimo plenty of time. Selfless sacked by Top. Geronimo now going on the ball here, just picking up the bouncing ball. Kaylee Ellis putting the pressure on him. Hero now bringing it forward. There goes the bell, 30 seconds left. Hero releases the ball, has a shot at goal. Look at this. This could be good. Is it going to just drift in? Yes, it is. Hero Del Carril. Beautiful goal shot there. So, King Power getting a sniff back into it. So 4-2 in favour of UAE. Look at that shot from Del Carril. So ending the second chukker now. Very much all to play for. Hard to pick a winner.
You're watching UAE versus King Power. Enjoyed it live on Kadri TV.
So back to the action here. There is Ali Muzio, winner of the Queen's Cup with Mira Sanctus. Nico Pierres there, coming on the field. So 4-2. Chuck it here. Players just coming back on the field. So all to play for. As I keep saying, this is a crunch time game for King Power. I believe if UAE win this, they will be through to the last to the quarterfinals. Right, so ball in play now, and comes out front of line out. Elizalde picking it up, but Beresford taking it away. Tommy Beresford on a horse called Teddy. But there's a quick whistle from the umpires there. So Elizalde takes it forward. Beresford hooks him out of it, goes for the full swing, and it looks like Elizalde rode under a swing. So penalty awarded to UAE. Jason Dixon looking to drop it down there on the 40-yard line. So penalty free. Beresford on a horse called Teddy, which I believe he bought from Luke Tomlinson. Another English back. Obviously Luke as well, captain the England team for many years. Had very successful Hargold campaigns as well, winning the Gold Cup and the Queen's Cup. Gold Cup with Hilton Sport back in 2004 and Apes Hill, and the year escapes me, but Beresford making light work of that one. 2 out of 2 for Beresford today was penalties. A very consistent striker of the ball, Tommy Beresford is. Tommy riding Teddy. So UAE in the lead, 5-2. And umpires just blowing a whistle there. Looks like Jason Dixon just having a word with the goal judge. So just waiting for the second umpire to get out there, and then we will line things back up. Top up front there, riding a horse called Nikita, and it's Pierres. Pierres. Passing the ball out to Del Creel. Del Creel just avoiding the hook of Castagnolo. Look at that from Del Creel. Del Creel finding himself in a bit of space. Del Creel on a horse called Lucky. Barris to go for meat. Just flicks it away, but still looks like King Power on the attack here. Nico sends a nice shot at goal there. Little wristy half swing with Barto stopping the ball. Elizalde coming convincingly down the line, so we'll see what the umpires make of this one. So Pierres with the shot at goal. Comes off Barris' horse. Beresford turning around, no apologies. Castagnolo turning around there, and just see what the umpires make of this one. So we can see the white shirts retreating. So a spot hit awarded to King Power. Nice chance here for Nico Pierres. Pierres puts that one straight through the middle, so closing the gap now, 5-3. I mean, that is 2 goals in this chucker in the first minute. Could we be on for a bit of a goal fest today? Right, so players back up the middle. Ball goes in, it's out the back of the line out. Hero picking up the ball, sending a pass up to Pierres. Pierres looks to have the jump on Barto. Barto getting the hook. Nico plucks the ball out of the air. Nico on the near side. Nice shot at goal. Has it got the legs though? Elizalde coming down the line, but Castagnolo not happy with that one, but there was a stern whistle from the umpires. So Pierres plucks the ball out of the air on the near side. Impressive stuff. And Barto not happy with that. And we can see the players retreating here, so this could be a penalty 1. So players, not the UAE team, not happy with that. It's a penalty 1, a penalty goal. Five goals to 4. Looks like the tide's turning out here. So, Hero now coming around to take this 5B halfway hit. Hero just bringing the ball forward, waiting for some options here, looking to draw a man, and maybe got Perez coming in behind to help. Hero, little dummy, now Perez finding himself alone with the ball. Lukien goes for the meet, but Perez is too quick for that. Perez has Castanola putting the pressure on Nico with the shot from 60 odd yards out, pushes it out to the left. So hit-in awarded to UAE. Beresford coming around to take this. Beresford looking for his options here. Castanola, Lukien Monteverdi asking for the ball out on the right-hand side. Lukien though pushing hard. Hero getting the hook on Lukien. Now it's Perez in there. Lukien looks to go for the pass, but the umpire says okay. Now it's Castanola over the backhand. Has he found the white shirt of UAE? No, Elizalde now opting to turn it. Beresford turning to put the pressure on Elizalde. Manu Elizalde sends a pass up to Perez, but doesn't quite get enough wood on that one. So Lukien taking the ball on the near side, now leaving it. Now leaving it there, and there's a whistle on the play. So we'll see what has happened here. Struggling to decipher what was made of that, but looks like it's a spot hit to King Power. King Power really turning it on this game. And this chucker. So Hero bringing the ball up the field. Hero sending the ball out to Perez. Beresford. Near side backhand attempt there, but he finds Perez on the board. Nico now turning it to the left. Lukien coming down there, they're not happy with that, and the whistle goes again. So Perez picking up the ball here, just flicking it around. Lukien not happy with that one, but a penalty awarded to UAE. So Beresford bringing the ball in for UAE. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in this third chucker before we close up half. And Pierre is going for a meet, leaves it behind. This could be an opportunity here for UAE. Barto tapping the ball out of the air. Elizalde going back in defence. Barto now opening up his shoulders, sends a big drive down there. Look at this. But shaving the side of the post. Castanola shooting from far out. We like that. We just had a whistle from the umpires. Looks like Beresford potentially found a horseshoe, which we taken off the field there. So we're going to start this with a hit into King Power, who are trailing by 1. So, umpire school play. Hero Del Carril. Send the ball out to the right-hand side of the field. Perez looking to drop onto this one. Nico now sends a big drive down, and no, he doesn't quite get hold of it. Nico just bringing it forward there, and Tommy Beresford taking the ball on the near side. Beresford bringing it forward now leaving it for Monteverdi. Backhand there from Perez. Perez backhand to himself, the old alto back, but Beresford jumping onto that one. Nico now just chipping it across, avoiding the hook of Monteverdi. Now Nico still with the ball, bringing it up the field. Nico Perez bringing it forward. He's inside his own half now. Beresford putting the pressure on. Hero going up for a pass, and Nico sends a nice pass up to Del Carril. Del Carril getting the jump on everyone here. Geronimo, cut shot at the goal, and puts it through to level up the score, 5 goals apiece. Look at that. Pinpoint pass from Perez, and Geronimo finding that ball, just pushing it through. So even Stevens, 5 goals apiece. getting to the crunch time of this tournament, folks. Ball's in play. And Monteverdi hooking Elizalde out of it. Now coming back with the ball. Open backhand to Castanola. Castanola now coming onto it. Barto looking to see what his options are here. Barto. Luquin Monteverdi calling for a pass, but Beresford's up there as well. Barto releases a big drive down the field. Looks like they've got a bit of work to do here, but that's going to bounce over the back line. The word. Barto hitting some big balls today. He certainly had his porridge this morning. So Hero bringing the ball off the back line. Finding Perez. Nico bringing the ball forward. Elizalde taking Beresford out of play. Nico now finding himself in a bit of space as a result of Elizalde's hard work. Nico now coming down the field. Nico 100 yards out, bringing the ball forward. Nico Perez still there, having a look at the goal. Nico Perez, next shot attempt coming up. Look at that. Nico, but just toes it over the back line. So hit into UAE. We see Beresford getting on a fresh mount. Beresford off the back line. Barto receiving the ball from Beresford. Castanola here, just checking up, looking for a bit of space. His players seem a bit stretched out. Castanola sending the pass up to Monteverdi. Luquin receiving the ball nicely, but there's Del Creel there. Luquin looking out the front of the saddle there. Del Creel open backhand. No, Perez open backhand to Elizalde. Fran Elizalde here for UAE for King Power. Fran closing in on the goal. Can he pick up a bouncing ball? Beresford leaves it to Castanola now. Having a look over his shoulders, opting to turn the ball. Barto just in there. The bell goes. 30 seconds left in this chukker. So Barto still with possession of it. Be looking to clear the ball away, and Barto, nice play there. Beresford just, these players with lateral ability they use to find himself in space. Now it's Tommy. Tommy sends a nice drive down the field. Has he found Castanola? Castanola's coming onto this one at a rate of knots, but Pierres is back there first. Open backhand from Pierres, and Castanola finding himself in some space. The clock could be his enemy here. Barto, shot at goal. Look at this. Leaving it now. It's Monteverdi with the shot. Coming off the post. And that would be milliseconds in that. So the third man, I think, will have a big say in if the bell went before the ball crossed over the back line. So that ends the third chukker, ladies and gentlemen. We will check if that goal was allowed or not. Umpire's just conferring with the third man, Tim Bowen, to see if the goal was allowed or not. So, crucial goal. I mean, this will put UAE in the lead, 6-5. But what a close game we are having today at Manor Farm. Umpire's conferring with the goal judge here, and looks like they placed the ball down, so suggesting that the goal was disallowed. So we'll start with a roll-in from the goal there.
Of intent. As we have a look now at the highlights, this was Luquin Monteverdi rushing through the defence. They couldn't stop him all day long. Luquin Monteverdi in between both Toccolino and Pollon Sterling. This was Sterling. They did have their moments. Pollon Sterling always class on the field, always fights hard, getting into the right-hand side there of Castagnola, and they hope there that may well spark a chance in their game, but Castagnola reaching out. Look how he just kept control of it there. Took on Sterling. There was a little nudge behind the saddle as well. The umpires played advantage. The goal was scored. That was Castagnola. Great game by him. And Castagnola, this one he could just stick a ball. He actually waited for Pollon Sterling, you see, coming back into the picture just to really rub it in there. Barto Castagnola, we saw his brother Heta. Very impressive yesterday, and it was a great performance there by his older brother Barto. Picking up the ball again, there's the ball went dead, reaching out in front of him again. You saw how Kubi Tokolino and Polon Sterling would try and crowd out the oncoming UAE players, but just powerless. Tommy Beresford here just stopped that pony, looked up, scored a beautiful finish from 50 yards out, so confident on the ball at the back. Such a weapon for this UAE side in the way that they attack with speed on the counter. Bassoni there giving it to Polon Sterling. There at the end of the fourth, that one was just to put them back within fighting distance, but it wasn't to be enough, as Luca Monteverde, as he did so often today, picking up on backhands from his teammate, running through, pumping with fists. So exciting to watch Luca Monteverde. So
yeah, sometimes it's not easy to lose a final. It's really hard to arrive to a final and more like the final of the Queen's Cup with so many teams. But I think that after the final, I think that it's really important that we have a really nice relation between all of us and also with all the people that is working behind. So I think that help us to continue and to try to do the best in the Gold Cup. Yes, I think that in my position it helps a lot because he's like a friend for me, so it's easy to play with him because if you discuss in the field or outside, then we laugh about what happens inside the field. So I think that is easy for us, and that it's something nice to play with him. It's really important. It's like a dream for me. First time the Queen's Cup and first time the Gold Cup. It's the first time I do a season here in England, and also Alex is the first time he plays the Gold Cup. So to play together and to play with Paolo and Santi, it's something really nice that it will not happen probably many times. So it's something really good.
See, we have the best goals here. This is the one that Pablo McDonald scored on Onita Kiosquera. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't on her, but that was in the first 30 seconds of the game. Beautiful near side next shot there from Pablo. There's Fernandez Llorente. Threading the ball through the other needle. Look at that, Cadra putting a pressure on, but getting the nice goal there. We have Elizalde, unfortunately losing his stick, giving Pablo McDonald a bit of a chance here, and he just chips it over, making handy work of that. Crespo with his beautiful neck shot. Beautiful strike on the ball there. Yeah, Isidro with his beautiful halfway hit, set, play, and look at Elizalde there, pushing McDonagh out of the way, winning the middle of the field and flicking it through. McDonagh hitting his stick on the ground in frustration. And Pablo. Beautiful shot there. Pablo McDonagh just couldn't miss today. Cedar Estrada setting up Fran Elizalde again. Those two work very well together. Great to see a new team in this, being Green Gates this season. Did very, very well in the medium goal last year. And here's Isidro again. Getting a big...
My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Dancer.
You're watching UAE versus King Power. Enjoy it live on Cadre TV.
So back to the action here at Manor Farm. So I had confirmation that that goal didn't stand. So we'll start with Roland, very, very close to the UAE attacking goal. Spoke to the third man and there was seconds in it. So, what an even game we have. So looking at the scores here, Obviously, level going to a first, and UAE pulled away a bit in a second, 4-2. And King Power with 3 goals in the third chukker. Levelling up the scores, 5 goals apiece. And what an important match it is. As I said earlier, if UAE win this, they will be in the quarterfinals, and King Power needing to win this to stay in the competition. Then we have Wada Heggie out there. So some stats here. UAE with 3 field goals, King Power with 4. In the throw-ins, UAE with 7, and King Power with 3 throw-ins. 4 fouls apiece, and UAE with 2 from 2 penalties from Tommy Beresford, and King Power with 1 from 2 penalties. Nico Perez was taking those, and no safety penalties or yellow cards. So a very even game looking at those stats. There's Kaylee Ellis there, doing a superb job filling in for Shaky Mayfield. Alice Gibbs, a photographer.
No, we're going to Switzerland.
So please do download the Polo Line TV app on the App Store and Google Play. And of course we have more and more games today. There's Lola Castanola, Father Barto and Heta, and Lucas Senior, 2 legends of the sport. And what an exciting time of the game, seeing this second generation of polo players coming through the ranks. Of course, Luquin at Monteverde there, with a great game with 6 goals today, scoring 2 of his team's goals. And his brother there with blonde hair, Lucero, passing his sticks to Tommy Beresford. Tommy Beresford scoring 2 from 2 penalties today. Beresford also captain of the England team, will play the Coronation Cup, taking on a Commonwealth team. So players looking to come back on the field now. There's Barto putting his helmet back on, sporting the same style as his father, with a green peak and white top. So 5 goals apiece, 3 chuckers left. It's just all to play for. Camelia Castanola, Barto's mother. Of course, Adolfo Cambiaso's sister. And top there on the field, Loli Monteverde, Luquin's mother. So some horses coming out here today. Kaylee Smith on Minchanga, Lucas Monteverde on Bleach, Barto on Flash Gordon, so Bleach, see, very, very famous horse, bred by James Bime, played a lot by Polito when he was with the team, and now Luquin's been playing it. So Manuel Elizalde on Lady Gaga, Nico on Extrema, and Geronimo on Sorpresa. And thank you for our sponsor for horses, Catalina Polo Stud in Australia. So we're going to start with a roll in towards boards from Jason Dixon there. Dubiously close to the UAE goal, attacking goal. And as I said, that goal, there would have been seconds in it. Barto looking to get the ball out front of the lineup. Beresford collecting up that ball, now looking to have a shot at goal. Bit of choppy play here, Beresford looking to keep possession of it. Inches from the line. Now it's Castanola coming away with it. Hero, crucial play there, defensive play there from Dale Cruel. Now Dale Cruel clearing it away from the back line there. Hero Finding Perez. Perez coming forward here. Nico Perez on Extrema. Coming away from Monteverdi. Nico out in front. Nico closing in on the goal here. Nico 40 yards out. Next shot at goal. Look at this. Waved out to the left. So, still 5 goals apiece. Nico on Extrema. Getting a few lengths in front of Monteverdi there. Right, so back to the play. Beresford. Shot out to Castanola. Barto riding Flash Gordon. Coming forward here, but Lukin on Bleach. Taking it away from Castanola. Lukin. Now checking out, going back inside. Lukin still with the ball, looking to turn it here. And players going up for a pass. Lukin sends a nice drive. Has he found a stick of Beresford? Yes, he has. Beresford watching that ball pop over the top of his head. Beresford with Pierres to beat. Tommy now coming forward. Barto looking to go in behind there, but Hero taking Barto out the play. Now it's Beresford. Beresford peeling away from Pierres. Beresford shot at goal. Look at this. Waved out to the right. Both teams absolutely peppering the goal. So hit into King Power. Geronimo. Ask for the pass to the left. Pierres looking to receive it. Beresford shutting the gate up the back here. Great strike of ball from Del Cruz, going nearly half the length of the field. Beresford backhand, back and field there. Barto coming onto it. Barto. Castanola riding Flash Gordon, going inside. Barto here for UAE, sending a pass up to Monteverdi. Pinpoint accuracy pass there, but Top taking it forward on the near side. Look at this from Top. Top now backhand. Finding Pierres. Castanola coming in there, and there's a whistle from the umpires. Pierres coming convincingly down the line. Look at this from Top, the confidence of him. Setting up Pierres nicely with that backhand. Looks like Barto just sort of sneaking in front of Pierres there. And the umpires awarding a penalty fairly close in. One would assume it will be a see where they put the ball down. And Howard Smith putting it by the 40-yard line there, so a penalty free awarded to King Power. 40-yard hit. So Hero teeing up the ball here. See who comes around to take this one. Geronimo coming around to take this penalty. Nico took the other one. So Hero. Penalty free, 40-yard hit. Hero pumps that straight over the top. So UAE, King Power in the lead for the first time today. 6 goals to 5. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in this fourth chukker. King Power really getting a bit of wind in their sails. So, players lining up on the other side. By the scoreboard there. Umpire throws the ball in. Monteverdi picking up that ball, leaving it now for Beresford. Beresford hooked out of it. Now Pierres coming away with it. Pierres with the backhand attempt there, but Castanola with the ball. No, leaving it. And now it is Pierres. Pierres coming forward here. Nico closing in on the goal. Bit of work to do here. He's got to get closer. Now, Pierres checking up, going inside. Beresford looking to make things hard for Pierres, but Beresford, big backhand there from Tommy. Now Monteverdi going up to receive it, but looks like it's Del Cruz. Del Cruz looking to avoid the hook of Monteverdi. Monteverdi trying to take it forward on this of air, but Del Cruz ending up with the ball. Now it's Hero flicking it forward. There's a bump there, clash of players. We'll see what the umpires award. So Hero just turning the ball there, and so Beresford sort of taking into the play by Nico Pierres. I'm sure they'll be having a chat to the third man, see what they'll make of that one. So umpires, how John Smith and Jason Dixon just conferring with one another. Of course, they have Tim Bowen up in the cherry picker. We'll be watching the virtual replay just to make sure. So UAE retreating down the field. Penalty awarded to King Power. Looks to be one in fairly close as well. So penalty free. 40-yard hit awarded to King Power. This is a chance for him to get ahead by a couple. And here we have Hero, who 1 from 1 with his penalties today. Here is another chance for him to extend that lead. Del Carril coming in. Riding horse called Sorpresa. Hero gets a decent strike on the ball. Oh my word, he got hold of that one. It's gone over the road. So Hero, 2 from 2 penalties today. And extending the lead by 2. Be interesting to see the score stats, but King Power have been really getting some goals in the last 2 chukkers. So, ball in play now. And it is Barto coming up the field. Barto Castagnolo, look at Monteverdi finding himself a bit of space. Hero reaching out for a hook. Lukin picking up the bouncing ball. Monteverdi, this is magic from him. And a quick reply to that goal. Lukin with his 3rd goal of today. Look at this, finding himself in the space. The ball bounces up out the back of his horse. Not a worry for the young lad, and puts it through. So 6 goals to 7 in favour of King Power. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in this 4th chukker. So ball in play. And it just flicks out the back of the line. It looks like Lukin's going to come onto this one. But Top with a nifty little backhand there. Lukin sending the ball up to Castagnolo. Barto now on the attack here for UAE. Could this be an equaliser? Barto inside the 60, 30 yards out. He's out in front. Barto straight through the middle. Look at that. That's 2 quick goals from UAE. 7 goals apiece. Look at this from Barto. Ball bouncing up, not an issue. So 7 goals apiece. And just like that, the scores are tied up. So ball back in play. It's like Beresford just stopping it out, the line out. But Pierre is picking up that bouncing ball. Nico, quick, could this be another goal? No. Beresford, open backhand. Has he found a white shirt? Looks like Elizalde is going to drop onto this one. Fran, open backhand, looking to find Top. Now Hero, picking up the ball. Lukin, looking to take it on the near side there. Beresford, and it comes off a horse. Now here's Beresford going back in defence. Tommy, open backhand, and it's a good one too. Has he found Castagnolo? No. Del Carril in defence there, finding Pierres. Nico now leaving it. Beresford, little flick away, stealing the ball from Elizalde. Tommy Beresford now hooked out of it by Pierres. Pierres though leaving it behind, flicking it forward on the near side. Pierres there still with possession of it. Big bump on Monteverdi. Look at this. Choppy stuff here, but Del Carril coming away with the ball. Hero, he's just going to stick and ball this one in. There's no one with him. Hero, Del Carril in the lead once more. Hero having a blinder today. Scoring 5 of his team's goals. Look at this. Just finding himself in a bit of space. So, 8 goals to 7 in favour of King Power. 20 seconds left in this chukker. So, Hero setting a pass up to Pierres. Pierres picking up the ball. Barto going back in defence. Pierres with a neck shot. Look at this. And the flags are waving. And that will end the 4th chukker. Look at this, and Pierres picking the ball from the back of his horse, reaching out for the neck shot on the 30-yard line. Just like that. They extend their lead once more. So, end of Chugga 4, King Power leading 9 goals to 7.
You're watching UAE versus King Power. Enjoy it live on Kadri TV.
So back to the action here on Manor Farm, coming into this penultimate chukker. King Power leading 9 goals to 7. In what can only be described as an electric chukker, so many goals scored. So, players just looking to get on with new mounts and get things underway. Here at Manor Farm. And just where we saw earlier that advert from our sponsors Night Timber. You can see all the vines wrapped around here. And here is this goal from Pierres. Neck shot, extending his lead in the closing seconds of the fourth chukker. So players just coming back on the field now. We have all 8 players lining up on umpire Jason Dixon. Ball goes in. It's out the back of the lineup. Barto picks that one up quickly. Barto Castanola. Barto bringing the ball downfield. Lukine picking it up on the near side, but Hero does a power load of work there. Backhand from Pierres. Elizalde looking to pick this one up. Elizalde just bringing the ball forward there. Beresford putting a pressure on him. Elizalde now out on the boards here. Elizalde sandwich between UAE players, but Hero coming away with the ball. Barto getting the hook on Hero, but the umpire's whistle goes, so we'll see what happened there. Potentially a foul hook. Looks like the 2 players became knotted, but King Power with the penalty. Spot hit. So Hero sending a pass up to Pierres. Pierres on a horse called Fanta. Just taken away from the play there. Now Lukine. Very clever play, being very patient. Taking the ball away from Pierres. Now finding Castanola. Castanola sending a pass up to Beresford, but has it got the legs? No, Beresford running out of it by Del Carril. Del Carril, but Beresford pressing hard. Tommy Beresford on a horse called Soul. Beresford turning around there. Tommy now leaving it for Barto. Barto looking to drop back inside with long arms of Beresford. Trying to fish out that ball, but Pierres coming away with it. Nico riding Fanta out in front, getting a few legs of Monteverde. Nico, nice approach shot, no. Comes up a horse, leaves it behind. Del Carril. Barto going for an attempt on the appeal there, but no whistle from the umpire, so Del Carril bringing it downfield. Now Geronimo still on the ball here. Hero on the grey horse. Coming up to his 30-yard line, right by the boards, big bump from Beresford. Hero Now looking to chuck up and go around. Hero still with the ball on the near side. Hero just looking for a bit of space, trying to create an opportunity, but there's a whistle there from the umpires. So we have Hero taking the ball around, switching to the near side. And Beresford maybe not with a 45-degree ride-off. And this could be another penalty for King Power. What looks to be a penalty free. So Hero coming around to take this one again. It's a penalty free, 40-yard hit. Del Carril been 2 from 2 of his penalties today and scored 5 of his team's goals. Here comes Hero now, round up the corner. Horse just coming in a bit awkward for him. We'll see when he makes it. Hero puts the ball along the ground. It looks like the ball avoids the sticks of Beresford and Castanola. So King Power in the lead by 3. Hero on a bit of form today with his penalties. 3 from 3. Piera started taking, but obviously wasn't feeling that good. So asked to switch, and it seems to be working for them now. Right, ball back in play. Monteverde, little belly shot, but Del Carril is pinching a ball away from Hero, the previous goal scorer. Ball dribbling on the end of his stick. Hero on an absolute fly here, closing in on his goal. Hero still with it. Now leaving it behind. Beresford coming down the line now. We have a whistle from the umpire. And what looks to be a spot hit awarded to White. Yeah, Beresford just coming across there, claiming possession of the line, so spot hit to UAE. Tommy Beresford been in the wars a bit today. Looks to have got another knock. Knock on his shoulder earlier in the game. So over on Lawrence at 2 PM guys, we have Park Place playing Monterosso Liga game, and they'll be playing for the Argentine Ambassadors Cup, so please tune into that one. Right, now back to the play. 4 minutes 36 seconds left in this 5th chukker. Beresford finding the pass up to Castanola. Barto claiming the line, but backhand there from Pires. Pires now finding Elizalde. Elizalde checking up, looking to turn the ball. Gets past Castanola there. Elizalde opens up his shoulders, sends a pass. Doesn't quite get hold of it. Monteverde, big bump on Elizalde there. Barto calling Monteverde off it. Barto bringing the ball back around now. Barto on the attack here for UAE. Look at this. He's getting past Pires. Barto on an absolute fly here. Takes on all 3 players. Now it's Del Carril back in defence. Barto. But Del Carril does a good job not giving him many options here. Barto's got to thread this one through the eye of the needle. Now it's Beresford claiming possession of that ball. Pires going for the fly by there, and Top taking it forward. Top riding a horse called Eve. But we have Castanola bringing it forward. Top has another swipe at it, but Barto closing in on his goal. Barto, he's got Elizalde to beat. Elizalde, big backhand, but doesn't quite get hold of it. And there's another goal for UAE. So Barto just closing in there, and Elizalde with a backhand attempt, but just horse's leg knocks it through. So UAE trailing 8 goals to 10. 3.5 minutes left in this 5th chukker. Top for UAE to get some scores on the doors. Just sort of players lining up in a funny fashion, so looks like a bit of back chat from a UAE player. So, yellow card. So the umpires gave the goal but have awarded King Power with a halfway hit 5B. Del Creel teeing this one up. Looks like he's a renowned big hitter. Surprised me if he has a go at this. So umpires call play. Geronimo sends an absolute scorcher of a shot up there. This is looking goalward. On my word. Pushed it out to the right hand side of the post. Hero feeling good today. Certainly had his oats this morning. Right, hit into UAE. Tommy Beresford on a horse called Soul. Taking the ball in off the back line. Beresford. Next shot out to Castanola. Castanola using all width of the field there. It looks at Pierres with the backhand, finding Del Creel. Del Creel, but horse doesn't help him out. Monteverde coming away with the ball, leaves it behind for Del Creel. Del Creel with a shot at goal. Look at the parry, got out of that ball. But puts a bit too much draw on it. No, still in play. Elizalde to finish it off, and he'll make light work of that one. So, King Power extending the lead once more. So what happened here? Look, the ball just dropped shy up the back line, and Elizalde just walked that one through. Perhaps the UAE players thought that ball was out of play where it certainly wasn't. So 11 goals to 8. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in this fifth chukker. Ball back in play. Pierres coming away with it. Nico on the attack here for King Power. Nico getting up a bit of wind. Probably about 40 yards out. Nico Pierres, full swing, straight through the middle. Look at that. Nico Pierres on a horse which I believe is Lourdes. And Nico putting him straight through. So King Power extending their lead once more. Nico getting his 4th goal of the day. So King Power finding himself in an advantageous position here, leading by 4 goals and getting possession out of this line-out as well. But looks like it was bounced overboard, so we'll start with a spot hit to King Power. Beresford bringing the ball down the field. Beresford riding Soul. Sends a nice pass out to Castanola. Castanola finding himself in space with Del Creel looking to shut things down at the back here. Barto checking up, goes inside Del Creel. He's got Monteverde in behind helping. Barto now looking to take on Pierres. Barto coming down the field, and there's a whistle from the umpires. Ciro Barto bringing the ball inside play there. And just Pierres not clearing the line. So penalty 3 awarded to, penalty 2 awarded to UAE. Beresford been on the penalties today, 2 from 2. Hello, and Lucas. Very proud fathers watching their sons today. Beresford coming around. Beresford puts it straight through. Sort of the ball must have been travelling at a rate of knots. So, very important goal for UAE there. Beresford 3 from 3 with his penalties today. 45 seconds left in this chukker. Looks like UAE will be hungry to get another one on the board before this closes out the chukker. Barto getting possession of it. Coming up now, Beresford going up for a pass. Barto looking to go himself here. Barto closing in on the goal. Manuel Elizalde making life very hard for him. Barto still with possession of it. Barto coming up to his 60 now. Reaching out right at the back of his horse. Castanola now turning up inside. Monteverde jumping onto this ball. Beresford's in there now. Look at that flick from Luquin Monteverde finding Barto. Barto coming down the field now, but leaves it behind, and King Power coming away in defence, but Monteverde still with the ball. Luquin Monteverde shot at goal, comes off the post, and that is wide. Now we'll end the 5th chukker. It's a bit of choppy play here, but Luquin does a great job of getting possession of that ball, and then just sort of flicks it through with a Garvey Bay half swing. It goes out to the left. So, King Power leading 12 goals to 9. At the end of the fifth, all to play for, coming into its last chukker here before we cut to an ad break.
Max power, I'm about to go bigger and better. If I ever lose, set it on faster than ever. If I ever lose, set it on bigger and better. Hitting roller coaster, come bigger, bolder, faster. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm going to the maximum. I'm bigger, bolder, faster.
You're watching UAE versus King Power. Enjoy it live on Kadri TV.
So back to the play now is Flaco Gastambide, manager of the Talendrakis team. Of course, we saw Talendrakis beating Scone convincingly, actually, by a great day for Polita Perez, scoring many a goal, and Ali Muzi as well, I believe, got MVP in that game. Was on absolute form. So here we have the chukker stats here. This will tell a story. So King Power in the last 2 chukkers have scored 7 goals. UAE only scoring 4. So all even in the third, and then King Power stretching out a bit of a lead. Coming away by 3, then the final score in the fifth. 12-9, so all to play for here. So UAE be wanting to get an early goal here to put the pressure on King Power. And as I said, very important game for both teams. UAE win this, they will be through to the quarterfinals. King Power need to win this as well to stay in the mix. So, Hero coming down now. 5th chukker underway here. King Power versus UAE. Hero finding Nico. Nico just leaving the ball there. Beresford putting pressure on Tommy on a horse. It's well known round of traps around here. Kenya. And Hero finding Perez. Perez looking to check out Perez now coming down the line. Barto putting the pressure on him. Perez now coming around the corner. Nico gets a goal here. This will make life very tricky for UAE. Nico now opting to turn it. Barto putting the pressure on. Nico checking up, coming around. Nico Perez bringing the ball out to the left. Nico sticking the air, appealing, but Lukin coming away with it. No, sorry. Dale Carril with the ball here. Hero coming forward now. Hero, Dale Carril. Little under the neck shot there. Now Castagnoli looking to stop this attacking attempt from King Power. Barto levelling up, going back in field, sending a nice drive up to Beresford. Beresford here on Kenya. There's Top, leaving the ball behind. Cayley taking the player out of the equation for Beresford. Beresford looking over his shoulders, asked to check up. Perez with the ball. But Beresford thinking up Monteverdi's in behind there. Hero gathering possession of that ball, sending a pass up to Elizalde. Elizalde going to a persuader, but it is Barto. Barto looking to check up, go inside. Barto Castagnoli now on the attack here for UAE. Time for him to get a goal. And Barto getting a few horse lengths on Elizalde, but there's a backhand there from Del Carril. But just comes forward. Del Carril gets hold of a second one though, out towards the balls. Perez looking to pick the ball up out the back of his horse. Perez now opting to turn the ball. Nico checking up, going inside, but Beresford taking the ball away from Perez. Look at this confidence from Beresford inside of 60. He's going to stick and ball this one in as a mere formality. The ball's bouncing for Beresford, but it doesn't matter for him. And what a crucial goal at a crucial time. Beresford taking the ball of Perez on the near side. He certainly is playing every one of his 7 goals today. Riding a horse called Kenya. Of course, famously stallion by a horse called Clark, which was a legendary mare Claret, played by Facundo Pires in the Arsenal Open for many years, from the Ellisdena Elliston breed. So, 2 goals in it. And the umpire's blown a whistle, wanting a nice clean gap to roll the ball in. So, 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. King Power leading by 2, but this could be anyone's. It's forward taking. We can see a whistle there, and Beresford teeing up the ball. So it looks like a penalty. Bit of back chat there from one of the players in blue. So a spot hit for the white shirts of UAE. So Beresford coming around to take this. Tommy bringing the ball in field. Elizalde putting a pressure on Beresford, drives a big pass down there. Has he gone for a shot at goal? Tommy Beresford out to the left-hand side. Will it roll over the back line? Hero going back in defence. Hero opting to turn it. Monteverde making life hard for Dale Creel. Dale Creel still with possession of it though. Hero cool, calm and collected. Monteverde going for a little hook there, but Hero coming away of it here. Hero now still in front there. Beresford looking to shut down the attack from Dale Creel. Monteverde in there as well. Both players making life very hard for him. Hero out the front of his saddle, and Manu Elizalde picking up this loose ball. Manu coming out in front, now leaving it behind. Beresford looking to turn. Castanola with the ball there. Beresford going up for a pass. No, Castanola still with it. Castanola coming up the field here. Hero looking to put the pressure on Castanola. Now Beresford getting up ball there. Beresford checking up. Monteverde going for a pass, but Beresford bringing the ball forward now. Taking on Pierres, leaves it for Castanola. Castanola getting on the right side of Beresford here. Barto coming in field. Looking to check up, go inside. Barto now coming round to the left-hand side. Barto still possession of the ball. Beresford not happy with that bump, but the play must go on. Castanola now coming in field. He's inside the 60. Backhand there from Elizalde coming out towards the boards. Now it's Beresford coming there now, getting possession of that, turning one, going inside. Beresford taking on Carril. Here's Beresford on Kenya. Beresford reaching out in front, but a crucial moment there from Elizalde. Now Del Carril finding Pierres. Pierres with a bit of space. Nico on an absolute fly here, looking to go, but gets an unfortunate bounce. Now Beresford checking up, coming back in and around. Beresford avoiding the hook of Pierres. Pierres going for a near side, still trying to get revenge from Beresford from that last one, but Beresford leaving it for Barto. Barto leaving it behind. And it's Monteverde. Monteverde there. And Nico not happy with that. So Barto picking up that ball there, and Pierres is turning in front of Castanola. Looks like the bridle just came off the horse. Jason Dixon just wrestling the horse there. So 2 minutes, 35 seconds left. 2 goals in it. All hands on deck. Screen of the third man, Tim Bowen. Tim just trying to figure out what's happening there. See what the penalty shall be. This is crunch time now. UAE need a goal. Nico Pierres needs a bridle on his horse. It's all to play for. Red Sea players getting along. There's no love lost out there. Nico looks like he caught one in the kidneys there. Just getting the bridle on. There's a UAE camp. So 10 goals to 12. Please don't forget our game at 2 p.m. Park Place taking on Monterosso for the Argentine Ambassadors Cup. Park Place won both their games. They beat King Power 12 goals to 10. Black Bears 11 goals to 8. And Monterosso losing all their games so far, but we'll put it all out there today. Take on Park Place. So, Monterosso taking on Park Place at 2 p.m. So there's Lola Casanola there. So players just trying to figure out, umpires just trying to figure out what was going on. So just had a correction there from Andrea Vianini. Kenya is out of a medical Pisca by Clark. Made by Mr. Vianini. So, looks like the white shirts going back. So the penalty went to King Power. So spot hit awarded to King Power. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left. Very important few days of the tournament coming up. Last group games on Wednesday. We'll see how the leaderboards and the groups match up, who will be going straight through, who will be going to a penalty shootout. All shall be revealed over the next 4 days. So, King Power 12, UAE 10. King Power with the spot hit. Hero on the ball now, bringing it upfield. Hero, Monteverdi putting a pressure on Hero, sends a drive up the field. Has he found Elizalde? No, Barrister picking up that ball in defence. Tommy now checking up, looking to turn it. What's he going to do here? And Tommy sends a drive up there. Has it got the legs? No, not finding Monteverdi. So, Elizalde, backhand. Looks like it's Barristan now. Barristan checking up, going inside. Look at Monteverdi taking Del Creel out for play for Barristan. Barristan still with the ball. Del Creel putting the pressure on though. Tommy Barristan, next shot at goal. Look at that, that's something special. Now it is Manuel Elizalde going back in defence. Elizalde checking up. Going back in play. Elizalde, next shot. Has he found a blue shirt? Looks like Tobbs going up for the pass. So Castanola just gathering up the ball in defence there. Barto now looking to turn it. Barto coming forward here, leaving it. Now Kaylee Ellis coming down the line, but Barrister calling her off it. Barrister now going back and play. Tommy coming down for UAE. Big play for Tommy here. Barrister, he's out. Del Creel cancels him out. Now it's Monteverdi. Monteverdi's deadly from his place. In close. Monteverdi leaving it for Castanola, and Castanola putting it through. And what's the crucial goal? So 1 goal in it, folks. All to play for. This team in blue will be wanting that clock to wind down. There must be about a minute left. 1 minute, 3 seconds left. Will UAE get the equaliser to get an extra tucker? Maybe even get 2, who knows? But it's Pierres coming away with the ball. Nico now checking up. Taking Bartek Castanola on around corner. Nico on the near side. Just leaves it behind. Now it's Barrister in defence. Tommy, backhand, pops over the boards. So, spot hit to King Power. 34 seconds left. Could this be all she wrote for UAE? Hero coming down now. UE King Power want to keep things tight. Perez, backhand there, comes off Beresford's horse. There's 19 seconds left. Beresford on the ball. And a penalty awarded to UAE. This could be crunch time to see what they award here. Perez not happy with that. We can see here the audience trying to engineer a 60. And looks like the blue shirts retreating down the field. This could be an equaliser here. So Luque Monteverdi jumping on a fresh mount. Beresford with the penalty 4. 3 from 3 penalties today. 15 seconds left. This could be the last play of the game. Or he could get the equaliser to create an extra chukker. So Tommy Beresford teeing up the ball. Tommy Beresford coming around for this penalty 4. This will tie up the scores. Beresford, big long levers on him. Tommy with the penalty 4. So Beresford coming up to the ball now. Tommy, how's the shot looking? It's up in the air. Is it over the post? No, it's waved out to the right hand side. And Beresford not happy with himself with that one. And this could be the final play of the 4th chukker. King Power team will happily see. Here the bell go. So King Power coming out with winners, 12 goals to 11. What a beautiful, closely contested game. So King Power coming out with winners. We'll just have a look at some stats later on to try and dissect the game. But for those of you tuning out, please come watch this game at 2 p.m. on Polarline TV or download the app so you can watch it on the go. King Power coming out in front, so League A looking very interesting at the moment. Lots of teams with 2 wins and 1 loss. Look at that, team coming off victorious. Very, very happy indeed. King Power team very, very happy indeed. Each other's hugs. What a operation King Power are. Actually won the Gold Cup in 2016, 15, 16 and 17. 3 years in a row. And have been in the final many times as well. So here we have the chukker by chukker scores. First chukker 1 apiece. The second chukker UAE starting to come away with it, 4 goals to 2. Then even Stevens 5-5 in the 3rd chukker. And this is where King Power start to come away with it. 10-7 in the 4th. And in the 12th, in the 5th chukker, King Power scoring 2 goals, bringing it to 9 goals to 12. No score from King Power in the last, and UAE crawling it back. But UAE getting their advantage enough, sealing the deal and winning the game. As I said before, all this League A is very, very interesting indeed. So interested to see what happens with Park Place Monterosso, to see how the leagues are levelling up. And here we have highlights from the game. Luque Monteverdi plucking the ball out there and back in attempt, but there's enough spin on that ball to get through. Nico had a great game today. Nico with 4 goals, and here's one of them. Nico just popping that one through the middle there. Here's Beresford. Sorry, apologies. Castanola with my favourite goal of the game, actually, putting that straight through the middle. Probably about 100 yards out, I'd say. Using the wind to his advantage. And here's Beresford. Tommy Beresford coming forward here. Nico Elizalde getting the attempt up the hook there, but Monteverdi cleaning up on the near side. Del Creel from 100 yards out as well, putting that through the middle, up the road end of the field. here's Del Crewell again. Geronimo really playing his socks out this season, just putting that one through, 40 yards out, tapping it in. And there's Luquin Monteverde coming forward here for UAE. Look at that, ball up in the air, not an issue at all. Coming straight through there. And Beresford, no, Castagnolo, apologies. Just checking up, putting the ball through the goal there. And Barto again on the attack here. So clinical out in front he can be. And here's Geronimo Del Crewell just bringing the ball forward there. Hero with a great game, scoring 6 goals. Here's Hero just finishing off that goal. There's a beautiful Manor Farm in the distance. So, wrapping things up here, King Power and UAE both with 8 field goals. UAE winning more throws, 12 goals to 10, 12 throws to 10. One more foul for UAE, 10-9 with the fouls. Penalties, UAE, Beresford got 3 from 4. And King Power getting 4 from 5. No safety 60 scored. And no yellow cards as well. Apologies, 1 yellow card for UAE. So, what an even game. Absolute pleasure to watch. But King Power coming out with victors here at Manor Farm today. And of course, please do tune in for the next game at 2 p.m. on Lawns or online. Where Park Place will take on Monterosso for the Argentine Ambassadors Cup. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. King Power coming out with winners, making that final group very interesting. There's top there. Be very, very happy with his team, how they performed today. And that'll be it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Please do watch this next game at 2 p.m. Park Place taking on Monterosso for the Argentine Ambassadors Cup. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will hopefully see you all later.